Alright students, welcome to SPSS. So this is your very first introduction to a brand new statistical program. In addition to knowing a little bit about Excel, this is something that can do higher end, higher power statistical analyses. And if you can master this program, or at least learn to enjoy using it, and learning how to apply statistics and how to look at tables, which we've done already, then this is something that you can really master and use as a selling point in terms of marketing yourself on your resume or your CV when you're looking for a new job. People's jobs are all about number crunching and using statistics to do policy making, do decision making, to develop new drugs, to develop health promotion programs, all sorts of stuff, even just to look at elections and really just looking at life. So this lecture is all about just how do you use this program. We've looked at the output already, so I'm going to teach you guys how to actually walk through using the program. I want to show you just kind of the interface of it all, and then really give you an opportunity to kind of work through it. I think the best way of learning a new program is really just getting in there yourself and practicing. So, SPSS Descriptive Statistics is going to be the focus of this lecture. So your objectives: to know the basic layout of an SPSS dataset, to know how to run and interpret descriptive statistics for your data, and we've done half of this already. We know how to interpret frequency tables, and we know how to interpret measures of central tendency and dispersion. We've seen these in the midterm, we've seen these in homeworks. So really it's just a matter of how do we run these types of tables and how do we create them ourselves. We also want to learn how to construct graphs for any given variable, and we'll learn specifically how to make histograms, bar charts, and pie charts. So, accessing SPSS. There is a handout on Titanium that shows you in a Word document how you can access it. But I've also provided you a video, one that this university has provided in terms of how to access, create a reservation, and get into the virtual computer lab. And then I provided you a supplementary video of what to do in terms of once you're in the virtual computer lab. How do you access SPSS? And really, how do you make sure that you get the assignments that you need or the information from SPSS into your assignments and then be able to use that information and submit it for your work? You can access, obviously, through the virtual computer lab, as I've mentioned, or you can go into the Kinesiology Health Science 272 computer lab Mondays through Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I believe. And the information and the hours are posted outside of that classroom. And nearly all the computers on campus, especially in the library, all have SPSS installed. So if you don't want to use your own computer off campus, there are a lot of resources on campus to use SPSS. Okay, so let me set the scene for you. It's 1960. You're a researcher for the city of Chicago. The mayor comes to you and wants you to run a study investigating dietary habits of a sample of 3,000 citizens. He wants information on their height, their weight, their gender, etc., their demographics, as well as what kinds of food they eat and how often they eat them. Doesn't sound too bad, right? Except there are no computers, so you have to do the calculations dun, 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 by hand. Ah! Can you imagine calculating the mean, the standard deviations, collecting all the information, and putting it all on paper, and then calculating everything by hand? It'd be crazy, right? You would, no. I would tell the mayor, I want to stay sane, so I don't know about that. But that's why there's SPSS. SPSS was first developed in 1968, simply because there was just vast amounts of information, vast amounts of data, that there had to be some way of organizing it and storing it and really managing and doing something with that information. researchers wanted an easier way of working with their numbers, working with their data. And so over the last 46 years, they've changed different owners, and now IBM owns SPSS, and they've now created version 22. You'll see on campus some computers have version 20, some versions have 21, but really you should be able to do anything and everything with the versions that we have available on campus. But really, SPSS allows researchers to store their information, their data, manage their data, and then really also analyze their data. And that's really the nuts and bolts of the power behind SPSS and these types of statistical software packages, is that we can analyze and number crunch and do things that no human could ever do by hand.